Hey guys, can you guys hear me? I was having trouble getting my Steam Deck to work because it just, or my Stream Deck, not Steam Deck. Hello, how's everyone doing? It's like it was like stuck on an update loop. So, hello everyone, how you guys doing? Happy Turkey Day to the Americans. Does anyone else in the world celebrate that today, or is it just America? I had a few people message me saying they hope I enjoy it, but unfortunately, I don't celebrate it today. We did it last month. Finally catching a live stream. X-Hack, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, dude. Is that GMK Redline? It is. I've been addicted to using this keyboard the last, 24 hours, I'd say. Zach, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Tap Thursday to Alex and everyone. Hope you're doing well. Any
Doing
big
okay.
plans this weekend?
Nope. Just gonna be staying home the entire weekend. I'm probably going to be streaming Sunday just because we missed a stream yesterday because my head was killing me. And then I might do a Bauer Light also on Sunday as well because I lubed the switches today for the other Bauer Light that I told you guys we're going to build, which are Milky Yellow Pros. Although, I don't know if I want it. I'm debating between these and something else. My family isn't doing Thanksgiving this year. Cryge? Wait. Honestly, it is what it is. Shouldn't need a day of the year to do things with the fam, you know what I mean? I think it's just fun to like maybe plan these things monthly where everyone gets together, you know? I can smell the Bauer. It comes out tomorrow, right? Tomorrow at like noon or something? I don't remember what time it comes out. Mashed potatoes. Oh boy. Today's not going to be a very long stream. I'm only going to be streaming for like probably half an hour to an hour. So we're just going to do like a quick chill session. Maybe talk a little bit. I was going to lube these switches, but I already lubed them. And honestly, I kind of want to clean up my switch area tonight. Like it's a little chaotic and I want to just get it done. So I was thinking about doing that tonight as like my big thing so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow morning. That's the thing with the switches, man. I still don't have like a great way to like deal with all the switches, you know? I really don't have a great way to deal with it. Easier to get time off as well for a lot of people. That's true too. If there's a holiday, I never thought about that. Did you get your derivative next? I think. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty positive next week. No, I am not doing the QK70. Is the Bauer Light going to be a one-time drop? You know, I don't actually know the answer to that one there. Saint, nice to see you, Alex. Stay healthy. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, dude. I hope you're doing well too and staying healthy as well, man. What's up, Elkwan? Okay, when I say switch area, I mean, see like the shelf behind me over here? It's basically one shelf, but with like a door. So it's one shelf with all switches. Mind you, it's not real. I don't actually have a whole lot of switches. It's a lot of like 10s and 20s of a certain switch that's left over. That's what I'm really struggling with right now. And I don't know whether to like throw them away or just like give them away, or like some of these switches I don't even think exist anymore. So it's like, why am I hanging on to like 5 or 10 switches that I'm never going to use? And then like a part of me is just like, well, I should keep them because what if that particular board, a switch dies? So that's kind of like that's kind of like the struggle right now, is dealing with all those. I don't have a good answer. I don't have a good system for it. Get a switch wall, like a whole wall made of switches. That could be interesting. Sounds like a video idea. Is it though? Is it? Do a legacy mixed switch pad? Switch pad? I need a lot of those. No, it's not Thanksgiving in Canada. You look healthy. Thank you, Tessa. I hope you're doing well. The Bauer Light looks so nice. I personally, here, I'll show you guys. I personally think this thing turned out sick. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think this thing is absolutely spectacular looking. Listen to this. I always feel like the keyboard sounds better the next day too. It's really weird. So take a listen to this. Yeah, it's the Nixie spacebar still. I'm impressed. I was using it today and I was like, should I swap off to something else? And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm very impressed with this. What perfume do I wear? If any. I'm not really a cologne guy or perfume guy or any sort of scent guy. But if any, I've been using the same one, which is Dylan Blue. Yeah, Dylan Blue for like the last few years. You know what's funny? I've only ever had to buy technically one bottle of it because I've never ran out because I don't really use it that often. Actually, that's a lie. I think I did have to buy one extra bottle because I was concerned that the first bottle would waste and I just like wouldn't find another cologne that I like. But he's more of a lavender lotion guy. Oh goodness me. What spring choice for your Nixies? This one here has a 55 or 57 gram spring. I can't remember which one this one here has. It's one of the two. Do I like wearing it? Not really. I don't like. I don't mind it, and I know there are some people who really, really enjoy the sense of perfumes and colognes, but I'm one of those people that like it's nice for all of 5 minutes, and then I get sick of it. So, for example, if let's say like I'm going out with someone, right, and they're wearing something. If it's to themselves and they can only notice it, like it's just very faint, then do you. But I think when it's like too much and I can smell it the entire time, like I think it becomes a little overbearing. Like it's almost like a sensory overload type thing, I guess, but do you burn candles? Seldomly, like once in a blue moon. What's the heaviest switch you've ever used? I have used was it 1500 gram spring at the Novel Keys meetup, which was pretty wild. I only got some switches, Gargle. I picked up some stuff from Key, and let me tell you what I got. I picked up, and I'm probably going to pick up some stuff from Novel Keys too. I think I want to buy a whole bunch of Nixies because the price is so good. I got Gateron EF Curry linear switches. The price on those on Key right now are absolutely insanely good. I got some Hyperglides. I only got these because there's a certain combo I like with them. Otherwise, I'm not the biggest fan of Hyperglides. Maybe I'm not a big fan of Ultraglides, being the broken in ones. But I'm willing to give these one more shot. And then, because you guys all wanted me to try this, I got Go Polar Yang switches. Everyone's been telling me about these switches. I bought some. It was, I think I got... I got about 90 of them or something like that. Something to that effect. And I'll try them out. Box inks? Inks is good. Inks are like a classic. I'm not the biggest fan of inks, but they're a classic. Dude, there are so many good deals right now. I think, no bias here because I work for them, obviously, but no bias. I think NK probably has the best sales going on right now. What is your view on GMK clone sets? I think if you asked me this question 2.5 years ago, I would have given you some long-winded answer about how much it matters and yada, yada, yada. Ultimately, I can sit here and talk to you guys about how it like affects things and blah, 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 blah. But I think if you want to buy it, you go buy it. You do you. And ultimately, like, I can't stop you. I can tell you how like I feel like it's a bit predatory in certain aspects like marketing and stuff like that, but I don't know your financial situation. I don't know if you give a damn. Like I don't. And you know what? Truth be told, like I'm not the police to that either. So you do you. I don't care if anyone buys those things. Doesn't affect my ability to sleep at the end of the day, I guess, but I won't support it. But that's kind of my thoughts these days. Clones are pretty much the same as AI art. Sorta, kinda, I think. I'm fucking eating up these Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. Do it, bro. There's some good stuff on for sale right now. I actually did some really cool stuff today. I did a bunch of writing, and then something got lost in the mail today, which is two things technically got lost in the mail all week, which was pretty bad this week. This week was not a good mail week. KG, thank you so much for the tier 1, bro. I appreciate you. And Zach, if I didn't say that earlier, thank you as well. Yeah, it's been pretty like normal, I'd say, in terms of like stuff for me. But yeah, I ended up just getting switches. I was considering getting some keycaps as well, but I ultimately decided against it because I feel like they were just purchases I was making for the sake of buying something. So I just got switches, which are going to probably be very good for me in the long run. So this is a 7U, yeah. So really quick, today, again, it's not going to be a super duper long stream, but they sent me over the Luminkey80. There's a special edition going on, and they sent it over because they're really proud about it. And I was actually very curious, so I was like, yeah, send it over. I'm pretty positive I'm sending this guy here back, so this is just something I'm taking a look at. This is not sponsored, this is nothing, this is just me taking a look at something. But this is the Lumen Key Glacier edition, they were saying. And if they allow me to, if they say don't worry about I'm just gonna give this away. So, yeah, Lumen Key Glacier edition. What's this? Lumen Key instructions. Interesting. So this is in stock, and then apparently this is all hand lubed as well. So I'm told. What's this? Is this like a note to anyone who buys it? Oh, this device complies to FCC rules, whatever. How long is your stream generally? Can you stand a couple feet back? Wait, how long is your stream generally? Do you mean like my stream room? This room's not that big. One of the biggest hurdles that I've had pre-2 is space. I've never had a big space to stream with, so this is about 5 feet back, I would say. Like I have about 5 or 6 feet, maybe 6 feet to the wall. Let's just say 7 for good measures. I don't exactly know how much feet I have to the wall. So about, I'd say like what, 1.5 meters, maybe. Width-wise, the room's not that big too. There is a cabinet, and actually technically 2 cabinets to the left of this, so, you know.
If TTS is not going to work again, I'm gonna blow up. Wow.
Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Low-key upset I bought Zoodit last week. You know what, though? At least you secured your set. That's the way I'm looking at it for a lot of things, because I did pick up some switches last week as well. That was one of the packages that got lost, actually, this week. But at least you secured your set. We got some... I don't actually know what this is for this. But we also got some... Oh, no, this is, I think, the what's it called? The force brake mod. Screwdriver stuff. So they give you everything you would normally get, I guess, in this. That's the artisan keycap, which... Interesting. Cable and then a dongle, I believe. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, for $2.99 for a special edition board, the Lumen Key is very good, by the way. I thought it was super solid. But this is the special edition version that's gonna come basically pre-built. So there's not really much to this in terms of like what we need to do. But I would be curious to see how well their pre-built unit is. Do you have any recommendations for soldering irons? Depending on your budget, I would... Actually, not even depending on budget. You know, my first recommendation would be like a Pine-Sol or a TS100. Something like that. I don't think you need to buy an expensive iron if you're only doing a few boards. Interesting. One of the screws is a little bit out, probably in shipping here. I personally like the Lumen Key a little bit more than I like the JRIS. And it's basically made, like that claim is basically because of visuals. Because you know what, at the end of the day, like these are a keyboard that's gonna be on your desk for a long time, hopefully. And I want something that I vibe with visually as well. And I don't 100% vibe with the JRIS80. It's not really my thing. But the Lumen Key, what's nice about the Lumen Key, the ano is beautiful. Like I don't see anything wrong with the ano at all. This is such a pretty color. This little badge is simple and it looks nice. It's a little bit more elegant. We're on the JRIS80, it had that gigantic badge. Do I still have it over here? I think it's on my photo table. It has that gigantic badge with the, what's it called? LEDs. And I thought it looked really tacky. And the nice thing about this too is I just like the bezel width on all of this a little bit more. So for me, this makes a little bit more sense in terms of what I like. Hey Alex, I really appreciate you as a content creator in the keyboard space. I'm on the cusp of picking up GMK Greg. Hey, if you like Greg, you get Greg. If you like it, you buy it. Just don't overpay for it. Latte, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate you, dude. But I really appreciate you tuning into the stream, man. It means a lot. Looks like they should be buttons. That'd be really cool if they were buttons. Yeah, so this is... Actually, this is... They basically, in this pre-built unit, I'm pretty sure they put every single piece of foam, but you can still take this apart from what I understand. Like, I don't think this is a solderable unit. This is definitely hand lube switches. Chat, should we say buy Alex? Should we buy Alex Greg? I don't know. So these are, damn, they actually, the stab's pretty good for these. So this is a $299, I believe. And this set is exclusive to this particular board. This is gonna be their Glacier set. And I believe it even came with some novelties. It's actually a pretty set. It is PBT, it's double shot PBT. The quality looks, I'd say reasonable. I've definitely seen better double shot PBT, like the Legends. I mean, they look good for what they are. I think the crispiness on the Legends is fine. I definitely seen Legends that aren't as... This has like a tiny bit of fuzziness on some of the characters here. Oh my god, please open. Oh my gosh. It didn't want to. Oh no, so these aren't the novelties. Maybe the novelties were extra, because I was confused about that on their website. Can you please make the plastic squeak more? Was that really loud? My bad. But it did come with this plastic, or this metal artisan, which is neat. The alpha color ain't it? I actually think it's quite nice. It's like a mint green. That's not fuzziness. That's Greg's eye problems are contagious. Oh, this is nice. So this would just go, if we wanted to, over here. Although this more matches the board than anything else. Oh, the switches are hot swap. So these are different, by the way. These are like a special batch of SOTC switches, which are a great switch, by the way. I have this in my Tempo, and I really like these switches a lot. They hand lubed these, apparently. So these are not just their factory lubed ones. These ones here for all the special edition boards, they apparently hand lubed them. And I have to admit, you can tell they hand lubed them, because normally with the SOTC switches, you can hear the spring ping. So all in all, it's actually not too bad. And then if we open this up, next, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Oh, this is upgraded as well. So this is the only edition with the stainless steel badge. Interesting. Again, I really liked this board. I thought they did a great job. I do think, though, if you did want to go with the cheaper version of this, and you don't give a, you know, flying F about the special edition version, this was actually a pretty solid pickup. I thought we were friends. What happened? What happened? Every time I see a new keycaps that I like, I remember that Greg exists. Because you like Greg more or something. And next, thank you again for the tier 1. I really appreciate that. Let's see what's in here exactly. What did they build this with? I'm pretty positive they used all the foam because that's what it says on the website. Yeah, they definitely. Actually, did they? They put the one piece of foam here on the bottom, which actually isn't terribly aggressive for, I guess, the bottom foam, but let's take that out. There's the inside. I really like this color. This color reminds me a lot of my unicorn. Actually, I'm very curious to see. Where did I put the unicorn? Oh, it's right here. It's literally with Greg on it, so you guys will get your Greg fix now. Oh yeah, this is a slight bit more saturated than the coating on the unicorn. It's a very nice color. It's like the line TKL. Oh yeah, a little bit. That same kind of color there. So it's a slight bit more saturated than that. So if I were to grab this and just kind of like very gently. Yeah, slight bit more blue on this guy. Greg X Redacted. That's your guys' doing. I didn't do that. Alrighty. And then they got the foam, and I'm pretty positive, yeah, I do see PE film on this. So if this is something that interests you, I mean, they put washers on the stabs and everything too. Good job, good job. Yeah, you'd have to take this apart to, I mean, not that it's a big job to take this guy apart. Gargle, thank you very much.
Gargle Peanut Butter gifted a tier 1 sub to PR332.
Thank
they
you
have
very
given
much,
8
dude.
gift subs in the channel.
I appreciate everything you've given, man. And I more appreciate the time you spend here, my guy. Yeah, we're not going to take it apart today just because we already know what this sounds like in... Actually, I like that already without the bottom foam. They moved the spacebar gasket? Yes. They talked to me about that when I gave them the feedback from the one that I did. Honestly, would you guys get something like this for 300 bucks? It's kind of a hard ask for us here because we kind of build our own keyboards, and I don't know if this is the right market for, you know, trying to tempt maybe an enthusiast with a pre-built board, but I love it here. You built a very nice place to hang around. I appreciate that, Gargle. I hope that you guys continue to like it and just hang out here and just chill. It's hard because part of what I pay is being able to put together myself. I agree with that, Trudeau. Ultimately, though, I kind of wish they offered this in the, I guess, original lineup, because that weight is kind of cool with the Glaciers. Stayed for the people. Me too, man. I would get this as a gift, yeah, for someone who wants a keyboard. Yeah, this would be a very, very, very handsome gift, I would say, to someone. That's why it's a little confusing why they made this a pre-built, but I get what they're trying to do. I think what their goal here isn't so much to target us. It's more so someone who maybe doesn't care too much. And they did use a 7U spacebar on this too. Very nice. Curious though, what this would sound like with a GMK spacebar versus the PBT one. It's very personal for me and I don't get it to do often. Yeah, I get that, Ren. I totally get that. And the stabs are actually pretty well lubed. They could do a little bit more on them, but honestly, you don't hear any rattle, so I don't think that's big of a deal. Any hot deals today? We can kind of talk about... Actually, that's not bad at all. With the GMK spacebar, it's pretty good. Honestly, I like that. Okay, some hot deals we can talk about. We'll talk about them in here in a second because I did want to discuss that slightly. Yeah, I mean, this is nice. Like I said, I think this is going to be like a shorter little unboxing of this guy just because there's not really too much to talk about when it comes to this. I just kind of wanted to take a look at it myself just because they said it was a limited edition one, and I haven't really seen too many cool things like this. I don't know, I think this is neat anyways. I think the only other thing they told me about this was... They did mention, when I asked if I could take a look at it, that if you could please tell everyone there's some gifts for Black Friday for people who order the Luminkey80 between the 23rd and 30th. So you get like a free wrist rest, I believe, which is interesting. Definitely interesting. But yeah, just a very short kind of promo for this guy. Alex clothes are 50% off. What the? Yeah, I think it's all the variants, including even the 75s they were saying. Okay. We take a look at this tonight. The only other thing I want to do, like I said, today's not going to be a super long stream. I'll take some photos of this too, just to show you guys, because I think it's a beautiful, beautiful color. I really like the color of this. Love you, bud. Thank you, Spruce.
Love you, bud.
Okay, let's share some amazing deals. So I wrote down like 2 or 3 of them that I found. I think I already mentioned one because I picked it up too. The Gateron curry switches, absolute insane deal right now. Oh God, I got to mute. What would happen, Trudeau? Oh, because you don't want to spend money. The curry switches, absolutely insane deal right now. They're like, I think 20 something cents a piece. So I think I spent $19 for a set of close to like 70, I want to say, switches, which was pretty awesome. 19 bucks. So they're part of, apparently Gateron is a new mold and a new lineup of switches that are supposed to be cheaper. I got this from Luminkey. Here, let me get you guys the link. Luminkey. Let me get you guys the link. That's one thing I didn't write down was links. So they're 34% off. Pretty crazy. Here you guys go. So their PC top housing, bottom housing is nylon. I don't know. They look like they're a pretty solid switch, and they're part of Gateron's new EF series, which is apparently called Everfree. I don't know. It's supposed to be some sort of like budget lineup of switches for Gateron now. I don't know if this is like one of the first ones. Yeah, 22 cents is, well, okay, think about it like this. It is $3.95 for a set of 18 switches. $3.95. That is absolutely not bad at all. That is pretty crazy. They look pretty solid too. They come pre-lubed, which I'm not 100% sold on it. They have a decent looking spring from the photo. I don't know. That's something you have to tell in person. But they have a milky top, which is cool. PC top there. We like that. They look pretty sick. Have you tried them? I haven't tried them yet. So I ordered some for myself. The other thing, which everyone has been telling me about, I noticed these went on sale today too on Luminkey, was those polar yang switches. Those are already pretty expensive switches. Like I was kind of shocked by how pricey those things were. But I picked up some of those as well. Great deals on keycaps. Novel keys, again, I work for Novel Keys, so this is a bias and, you know, just take it for what it is. Novel Keys has everything for 40% off. Luminkey had some decent sales. I think Dang Keeps also had some decent ones too, just because I know I shop at Dang Keeps sometimes for their switches because they're kind of cool. I'm not going to, actually, did Dang Keeps have, I don't think, maybe they didn't. I swear to God they did. Omnitype has some good stuff. So, guys, when I tell you guys this, though, I haven't really bought anything but switches for Black Friday. Everything for me has been switches because this is the perfect time for me to pick up en masse some interesting switches that I've been eyeing. Because I am saving a lot of money on that. That is one thing that I'm like pumped up about. Because I think last year there wasn't like crazy good deals on the switches that I want, but it seems like everybody this year is putting every switch they possibly have on sale, which is amazing. And then for the Canadian vendors, I think Mino Keys had a pretty good sale because I was looking at them too. They have a bunch of stuff up to like 30 or 40% off as well. Just a bunch of various things. Like they have inks on sale. That's pretty cool too. So I don't really have much to say about the Go Polar Yanks because everyone here has been recommending them to me. But they seem like pretty cool switches. Everyone's been like, you gotta try them, you gotta try them. They're absolutely like insane and they are quite expensive. So they're from Luminkey. The B-Sun switches I saw were on sale too, which seemed interesting. But then some other stuff that you guys were talking about that's on sale. You guys like, man, that Black Friday deal channel we put in our server was absolutely game changing even for me. The Salvation keyboards are 40% off right now, by the way. So I think you can get the Salvation, in case you guys are interested, for like $200. I think it's like $220 or something like that. Salvations are insane price right now. So if you wanted a 60% with a very unique mounting style, not bad. Also, keep your eye out for Akko switches. Akko switches on sale. They're already cheap switches, even cheaper now. I think KBD Fans has their normal sales going on, which is like, depending on how much you spend, etc. And then I think Reagan has up to 50% off for certain things with free shipping over $200 for domestic shipping. Reagan had like a pretty decent sale on space cables too. Akko are amazing, again for tactile folk. The Akko Cream Blue Pros, amazing. Akko has very good switches. Alex Wood Mode, Sonnet with a carbon fiber or long pulpy clacky. That combination would be super clacky, yes. $18 for 90 Akko creams, yeah. Okay, and just a little thing. I know you guys probably don't want to hear this, and I apologize, but I'm going to say it anyways. Please be careful with how you're spending. I know it's like tempting to buy everything you see on the websites and just pick up everything you absolutely need. So just please be cautious with how much you're spending. Be financially responsible and really think, do I need this? Or is this just something that I'm spending money on for the sake of spending money on? Please ask yourself those questions. Don't get roped into buying something you don't need. So, how would you recommend, or would you recommend to film new Nixies? They work with films and they sound nice with films, but you don't absolutely need to film them. It's not like a complete necessity. If I need you, could I buy you a meal? My guy. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it yet. If you can't buy it 3 times over, then screw it. Don't even pick it up. Not worth your money. And then, what else did you guys say was on sale that you guys saw? EpoMaker had sales. I'm not sure if anyone here is interested in EpoMaker. I think Equinix had sales too. I saw that Equinix had that little Prince board, and I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty nice looking. It was kind of cute. Mode's having their sale tomorrow, I think. I don't know all the details of the Mode sale, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really looked. And I think Canon Keys also has their sale, which is, they have some boards for like insanely low price. I don't know if they still have them in stock though, guys. But a lot of people have some like insane sale. This is like, I really think this is probably the most insane sales I've seen for keyboard stuff ever. I don't even think last year it was this good. Wait, did you already finish building? It was already pre-built. We just took a look at it for like 10-15 minutes. Honestly, I don't think there's much to look at other than just to show you guys. I actually requested to look at this board just because I think the board looked really cool. So I wanted to take a look at it today. That's why I wasn't too sure if we were going to have a stream on it or I would just do like some photos of it. But it's a very nice color. That's kind of why I wanted to look at it. Just because I love this baby blue on keyboards. And I wanted to see, because it was $2.99, how this actually like felt. Because they're promoting this as like hand lubed and basically hand built. They didn't really specifically use the word hand built, but it's kind of implied that this is like special taken care of. And honestly, I think it lives up to that claim of it being very nice for a limited edition board. Literic, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate you, dude. I think this slight slowdown in the hobby these past couple of months have left resales holding more stock. Of course. People also can't afford things right now. Everyone keeps saying the economy is like getting better and stuff, but like you can say that all you want, but like at least here in Canada, when people are reporting like record profits and like there's been no depreciation in prices for like everyday items that you need, there's no reason why the average person is going to go spend the extra money on a keyboard versus some extra groceries. You know what I mean? So I think I think that's also playing a big part in like what people are spending their money on, you know? Yes, Canada is pretty awful right now. Hope you guys are doing okay. I am doing just all right, I think. Just gotta hold tight until UB. What's UB? What is that? What happened to Canada? Oh, universal basic income. Is that even gonna pass though? What happened to Canada? Just cost of living so high here. It's pretty bad. Like, I don't know if you're like in the States, things have come down in price since COVID, but everything here is still rising. So, but which build would you recommend for a person new to the hobby with a limited budget of $250? $250 is a lot for these days. I mean, in the game, I love tactiles, but also love linears. Something smooth with a nice thocky sound. So, if you're looking for something like that, I would pick up something relatively more affordable, there's a lot of great options. Like the Neo 65 is a great option. I don't know if they're still in stock though. There is a lot of boards you can get for like sub $120. I would pick up linear switches. I mean, you can even go with tactile switches. Right now is a great time to pick up switches. In terms of like thockiness, I wouldn't put too much thought into that at the moment. I would pick up something that I think you'll like the game with, because if you're saying you like the game, that should be your first priority. Pick up something with a shorter actuation. A lot of people tend to like those for playing video games, including myself. So look for that, even like a long pull switch if you don't mind a more abrupt bottom out. But you can also pick up just like a gaming, like a speed silver or something like that. So once you think about that and like what switch you want, again, kind of look into what's going to be more comfortable in that area. Again, speed silvers, stuff like that, I think are great for gaming. Here's the thing. Pick up foam kits. I think that's where you're going to really have a lot of fun, Zan. Pick up some foam kits, because then you can experiment with finding those sound signatures that you like. I wouldn't put too much weight into the switches, just because I feel like you can do so much with the foam these days. And just pick up a switch that interests you or you're wanting to try. So, foam kits are exactly for that reason. And I think you can even pick up, like, I think you'll still have the budget for like a nice looking keycap set too. Get a 75 or TKL for F keys. That's true. I use a 60 for gaming, so. If you're willing to loop switches, Gat Milky Yellows, yes. These are a fantastic switch. Although I think you still may prefer something like the speed silvers. There's other speed switches you can get. I've built for a few gaming professionals. I guess you can say that they prefer the speed switches, but I've used a bunch of different switches for them, but it seems like most of them end up going to speed switches. With a short activation, got it. Yes, exactly that, Prime. If you don't mind a bit of a tall keycap, I think Aqua makes some nice keycaps. Yeah, I mean, ultimately too, like right now is a great time to buy keycaps because they're all on sale. I think the NK Silks are a little bit more brighter sounding, well, a lot brighter sounding. The NK Silks are also a pretty good pre-lube compared to the Milky Yellows. But ultimately, the Milky Yellows kind of hit different, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The Milky Yellows actually feel, like, to me, a lot nicer. And they just sound really nice. I prefer these, but there's nothing wrong with the Silk switches. At all. Nothing wrong with them. Aqua Pink Jellies. Oh, I've tried those. Those are pretty good too. Good for my gaming. Yeah, maybe you can try those too. Are Milky Yellows good for gaming? There's nothing wrong with them. But I think ultimately you still might want the shorter actuation distance. There's nothing wrong with it at all, though. I think they're fantastic. They're light enough. They're light enough for gaming, I think, personally. How would you describe the marble sound profile? In what sense? I would describe it as marbly, which I think you kind of already described it as, but... Novel Keys Cherry Taro. I'm biased because I work for Novel Keys, so please take that in consideration, but I will always try to tell you the most honest things. I like the Taro set. Me personally, and this applies to every single PBT set, I am more into ABS plastics. So the set's nice, it's great quality, it's good value, there's a lot in the kit. Would I buy it for myself? Probably not, just because I prefer ABS. But it is a good set. I'm still using Gateron Ink Yellows. They're light and sound good. Ink Yellows. Do those have a shorter actuation? I can't remember if they do. Cherry switches on Novel Keys insane price at the moment. Yeah, dude, they're so good. Maraudis are a great preloop switch. Yes, they also have like the cool diffuser on them too. So if you're like a gamer who likes, I guess, what's it called? RGB, then you can do like that. Do you find you miss arrow keys on a 60? Okay. There are a few video games that I play where I'm like, damn, I really wish I had an arrow key right now. But it's like seldom. Like it's few and far between that I will, try and find a keyboard with an arrow keys to play video games with, but not really. I don't think I miss having arrows. I think the thing that screws me up sometimes is the F keys more so. That's kind of where I'm just like, well, some games need these and I need to like perform in, some sort of menu system or just something ridiculous like that. I'll ultimately just end up rebinding them or just use layering on keyboards. So for example, I'll just hit function and then the F key would be assigned to one of these. It's not that big of a deal. It does become big of a deal when I have to like be more with my mouse and trying to just hit an F key. That's where it becomes big of a deal. But you can even just bind caps lock, which I've done, to function and just go from there. So I don't think it matters too much in the long run, but that's kind of where like my only gripe is, where I'm just like, I just wish I had an F key. That's it. I didn't even think about offering the service to people. For what, Stubby? On a 60% 7U win key with split right shift, everything, you can easily use lower. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that too. I don't bind shit to F keys. Everything gets bound to close to default. I mean, I understand that too, because you want to be like as close as possible. I get that. All those keys above the right arrow are always remapped. I've never really used many of those keys other than maybe occasionally delete. I don't really use it that much. The nav cluster there. I can't get over your Arc 60. The config is fire. Oh, do you mean the one that I built for one of the clients? Yeah, I need to copy one of those. I like my Arc 60 build with the plate, but I think plateless is definitely the way to go, man. Did you just flex your typing accuracy? Oh, man. I type at like 65 to 75 words a minute. Or a minute, yeah. A minute is a minute? Yeah. I don't really type very fast, man. And then I also don't type very accurately. I make a lot of spelling mistakes. I just like keyboards because I like the way they sound. To me, the hobby isn't so much about speed or accuracy. To me, it's just about having something cool on my desk and just something visually nice so I can get to my desk in the morning when I gotta work and be like, oh, this is really cool. I love the space that I'm in. That's it. This is just part of that. Everyone's a little different. Some people can be in it for the performance, I guess, if you even want to call it that, but I am more in it for the visuals and sound. Like when I'm typing, dude, when I'm like doing an article or even just like doing photo editing and I'm just hearing this as like I'm editing things, like, just the random clicks and clacks there, and oh, it's so beautiful. And then even when I'm doing my writing too, like I was doing an article I did for like my trip to Banff, and when I was just typing, I was like, oh, it's so nice. It's just exactly very, very what I want it to be, First, I've been hearing about Kobo last few days. People have thoughts on them. Kobo's fine. Like, I don't mind their sets. they don't have a whole lot of sets, I don't think, at this point. So I think their catalog's being like slowly made, but I like their stuff. Their ABS plastic sounds good. I enjoy the aesthetic of the hobby. Same here. You're a GMK fan as I am? Yes, I totally am. Very much into the aesthetic of this. So, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, man. All right. Like I said, guys, today was just a very, very short stream. Like, it was not meant to be long because today I wasn't actually supposed to stream. What I'm probably going to go do now, just because, again, it's very, very quick, just to say hi to you guys and talk about some of the deals and stuff and show you guys this little guy over here. I'm going to go organize my Switch closet. I'm also going to prep some more Switches because Sunday we're doing, I think it's going to be like 3 or 4 hours of streaming on Sunday because I think we're doing 2 builds. I think. Don't quote me on it. If I don't want to use these Gatoron Milky Pro Yellows or Milky Yellow Pros, whatever you want to call them, I think I might switch to something else. Hopefully I get them in time. But we should do a long stream on Sunday, and then tomorrow we're also streaming. Tomorrow's a regular stream. I think we're building, actually, let me find out what we're building on Friday. Tomorrow is a regular day. We're building a CW88 limited edition for a client. So, thank you, Soren, for quoting me on that. But let's go see if we can quickly go raid. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. I'll let you guys go enjoy your Thanksgiving for everyone who's participating in that. I don't think there's many people to raid. I don't have anybody to raid right now, so we might just end stream. But take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you guys have a good one. Eat some food, and then sleep it off, all right? See you guys later, okay? See you guys literally tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.